He compared the intelligence community pretty directly on Twitter and at his news conference. He used the same analogy to Nazi Germany. You're talking about men and women, thousands and thousands of them here and overseas, who are often covert, and even those who are not have to make considerable sacrifices in their lives, not for great amounts of money. Many of them have died. Their stars are on the wall at Langley. They've been expanded in the last 15 years since 9/11. Big expansion, perhaps too much bureaucracy. That could be addressed. A lot of critics internally and externally think that that is the real focus that he should be looking at once he gets into office. But to raise that question, to talk about these leaks, I think a lot of people, including myself last night on the air with you, questioned why there was that addendum of what most likely is unverified information that was attached to the classified intelligence brief. So those are the kinds of questions that you can ask, but to compare them to Nazi Germany, that really is escalating this war. This was the first grudging acknowledgement that Russia was behind the hacking, but again, in the next sentence, he compared it to the Office of Personnel Management hacking of 22 million people by China. Well, that did happen 2 years ago. There was a lot of attention. I was on the air a lot on Nightly News and on MSNBC about that, on the Today Show. We covered that story. The difference between what Russia did and what China does, what North Korea does, what we do, our country to, foreign countries, allies and adversaries alike. I've covered stories of us, hacking the French and the Japanese over commercial contracts, and whether Airbus and Boeing get contracts. I mean, all these kinds of things happen every day. The difference here in the Russian hacking, which was the consensus agreement of 17 agencies, it was weaponized. It was distributed under order by our own exclusive reporting by Vladimir Putin, then confirmed by the report that was released to WikiLeaks. Whether WikiLeaks was witting or not witting, the bottom line is that WikiLeaks distributed it and distributed this harmful information, a lot of which could have had an impact on voting. And Donald Trump kept referring to WikiLeaks repeatedly during the campaign. Look at WikiLeaks. Look at this. He did it again today. In fact, look at all the horrible things that John Podesta said from WikiLeaks about Hillary Clinton. His characterization, not mine. But the point is, he keeps pointing to WikiLeaks, which was the conveyor of stolen information hacked by Russia and leaked during the campaign. And this is the offense, which may even be a criminal offense in some regards. We don't know what's being investigated. There have been hints of an investigation.